It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Friday Night Lights here from Harry S. Truman High School, right here on the WBCB Sports Network, as Neumann Goretti, the Saints, 5-1, will take on the Conwell Egan Eagles, standing at 5-2. A Philadelphia Catholic Blue League game on tap for you tonight. And thanks to the sponsors making this live stream possible: BCWSA, Penn Community Bank, Team Toyota, Rob's Automotive and Collision, St. Mary Medical Center, the Pines Tavern, as well as the Revere Restaurant, the Trentonian, Conwell Egan Catholic High School, Lower Bucks Hospital, Finney McGee's Pub, as well, and Penn Community Bank. Great to be back with you, Keith Noonan, alongside Rob Gilmore. And Rob, an interesting game. Both teams really battling it out for first place. And I mentioned the records, and this should be a really interesting test for both teams here tonight.
Yeah, it should be a really good one. Conwell Egan coming off a loss 14-13 in their last game following a 5-game win streak. And that loss came by a score of 14-13. Their defense, Keith, has been excellent, nothing short of excellent throughout the course of this whole season. It's been their offense that's been a little bit inconsistent and really cost them in that last game. So we'll look to see if the offense can get going tonight.
Well, of course, you mentioned the defense right off the top. And, of course, Conwell Egan's defense has been very good. The most that they've given up all year is 24 points, and that was in week 0. So since then, they've only allowed 6 points, 7 points, 6 points, 19, then shut out a team, and then gave up 14, as you mentioned, in their last loss. So it's really been their defense that has been the key for them so far, and they're going to have to be against another team in Neumann Goretti, whose their defense is awfully good as well.
Yeah, Neumann Goretti defense has already pitched 3 shutouts so far this season. In fact, they've only given up, looks like 27 points on the year.
Right.
And they're coming off a very low-scoring 6-0 win their last time out. Their offense has been also a little bit inconsistent, so we might see a bit of a low-scoring game here tonight.
I think that the odds certainly are in that favor. I mean, when you just look at the numbers, I mean, Neumann Goretti, they've ripped off 6 wins in a row, and they've given up only 7 points during that span. So you almost feel like if you could score a touchdown in this game, Rob, you have an awfully good chance.
Right. Yeah, it could be one of those kind of low-scoring, slow-paced games between these two teams, but two very talented teams and especially very talented defenses. So in that regard, it'll be a fun one to watch.
No question. If you like defense, you've come to the right place here on the network. And Egan 3-0 at home this season, but Neumann Goretti 3-1 on the road, and coming from Philly. And, that's something interesting, too, when you see, Conwell Egan is 2-2. Both of their losses coming on the road, so good at home. But Neumann Goretti, they obviously travel pretty well.
Yeah, they do. The road environment doesn't seem to faze them a whole lot. They can go into whatever opponent's territory, and they're just completely unfazed by it. They go out, they play their game, they play excellent football, and they come away with a win. And that really speaks to the veteran leadership that they have on that team. The seniors, the guys who have been there and done that. Those guys keeping everyone else under control in these opposing environments, and they're able to come away with wins.
And Neumann Goretti, with their one loss of the season, they lost in week 1 against a team from Ohio. And that's also something that's interesting about these Catholic teams sometimes, right, Rob, where they play a lot of out-of-state games, and they can play some different teams and do some different things with their schedule. So that is an interesting thing, too. I know both teams, just looking at it, both teams have gone out of state and played an out-of-state game. So that has to add a little bit of intrigue, because they're not all playing just the same opponents all the time.
Yeah, it really does, and it gives these teams a chance to really test themselves against some tough opponents early in the season. Elder from Cincinnati is who handed Neumann Goretti their season opening loss by a score of 35-14, but then they came back and they played Canarsie from Brooklyn and came away with a 28-0 win. So they're really able to kind of test things out and see exactly where they stand going up against some pretty good out-of-state talent.
Well, we talked about defense, and now let's get in a little bit to the offense. For Conwell Egan, they've rushed 268 times for over 1,300 yards, and so clearly they're looking to the run game. They've only thrown, with Stephen Tryon, the starting quarterback, 29 times, Rob, so against a really stout defense that the Eagles are going up against, they might need to mix some things up unless the running attack really is dominant.
Well, the thing about Conwell Egan's run game is they have so many guys who can beat you. They got Monty Zorier, who's had a huge impact in the run game this year. They've got Sincere Ferry, who's always had a big impact. And Sam Cooper can take a few carries here and there. Tayshawn Fenner, he gets a few handoffs every game. And each and every one of them has the ability to break a big play when they need it. So as a defense, you don't know which one you're going to be facing. That's kind of how Conwell Egan's offense can beat you with that, really like a five-headed monster in the backfield.
And also, you mentioned a couple of guys, but Sam Cooper also big. He did not play last week, but 55 carries for 422 yards. Zorea, as you mentioned, 62 for 365. And Sincere Ferry, who is one of the main guys who's, getting looks as Conwell Egan takes the field in their blue uniforms, being at home here at Truman. But you're right, that does add a layer of complexion for the defenses. Not really sure. Each guy has different skill sets, and you're going to have to figure out who is going to dominate the run game at the start of the game. So a little bit of a wrinkle there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if they do get into the passing game, like you said, they haven't gone to it a whole lot, but they've got a couple guys. They've got Tim Gipley, who's always had a big impact in that passing game. He's a very talented receiver, and Justin Layton as well is a deep threat. So they do have that if they want to go to it, but that running game is very effective for them.
And I have not done an Egan game in several years, I believe. And the last one that I did, Mekhi Wharton was the quarterback for Neumann Goretti. So he is at minimum a 3-year starter, I would think. And, he has a different type of skill set, can throw the ball down the field, but, again, can also manage the run game, manage the clock, and it's nice to have some experience if you're Neumann Goretti at the most important position.
Yeah, and certainly going against this really experienced Egan defense that forces a lot of turnovers, you want to have that veteran presence under center who can be trusted to take care of the football.
No question, and the coin toss about to happen as the captains will meet at the center of the field. We'll see who wins the toss here and what will happen. You would think, Rob, what's your take on the deferring all the time that we see all the time in the NFL now?
I think teams love to have the football to start the second half. I think they want to see their defense go out and make a statement on the opening drive of the game and then have their offense to get the football to start off the second half when, it becomes more important than to score points. So I think that's, first off, like I said, making a statement on defense and then giving the offense a extra possession in the second half.
And I think, certainly when you go through the numbers like we just did with how good the defense is, and there it is, Neumann Goretti wins the toss, defers. But when you have a really good defense, it probably is the right move. Besides all the other points that you just made, right? You want your defense out there. If they're the best unit, that's what you're looking for, as both teams getting fired up. As we will have the national anthem here, and we'll take a timeout, come back with the kickoff. Neumann Goretti taking on Conwell Egan, the Eagles, right after this on WBCB.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Proud to support Conwell Egan is the Pines Tavern. The Pines Tavern is your hometown tavern featuring kicked-up comfort food for the whole family. Homemade soups, chilies, sandwiches, appetizers, and dinner entrees, all at very reasonable prices. The Pines Tavern specialty sandwiches are the talk of the town, like their Italian roast pork or slow-cooked roast beef sandwiches. Dinner entrees include fresh seafood, steaks, and chops. The Pines Tavern has big screen TVs for all your favorite sporting events. The Pines Tavern is open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and late snacks. The Pines Tavern at The Fork in the road at Radcliffe Street and Farragut Avenue. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Great to be back with you. Keith Noonan alongside Rob Gilmore as we get set for Neumann Goretti taking on Conwell Egan Catholic. The Eagles coming off of a close loss last week, and they're getting the football first, a chance to establish some of their offense here tonight, Rob, which you know is probably going to be featuring a lot of running the football.
Yeah, and this is going to be a hungry Egan football team coming off that 14-13 loss in which their offense did not perform up to expectations, so they'll be looking to prove something here tonight.
Eagles will get set to receive the kickoff from Nicholas Hamilton, the junior kicker and punter for Neumann Goretti. And it's 7 o'clock, Rob, and already sun has been down for about 45 minutes. It's a little depressing.
It is, but at the same time, this is a Friday night during high school football season.
Yeah, I know.
Under the lights, Keith.
I don't want to give up summer.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Especially the way my football team has played so far.
No, I can't say I have the same complaint. My team's 6-0 right now. 5-0, excuse me.
I'm aware. They're going to be 6-0. You're playing the Jets. It is Ferry and Cooper back deep. And we're underway. Short kickoff lands at the 21. It's juggled and fumbled, but recovered And Cooper has the ball.
Well, a job effectively done there with the pooch kick as they limit the return, and Conwell Egan will be starting deep in their own territory.
Quarterback for your Conwell Egan Eagles, number 15, Tom Gantz.
Gonna be Tom Gantz lining up under center to start this game.
So Gantz will get them lined up. We talked about Tryon before, but it's not going to be him, and the give goes right up the gut. And it goes with Sincere Ferry for 4 yards.
And Sincere Ferry really featured more in those plows up the middle, as he is their power running back, and he is a tough one to bring down, showing it right there with the pickup of 6.
So second down. They go with 3 backs. Gantz hands off, and it's Cooper dancing around and is able to pick up a couple of yards. Brought down by Jaden Todd, and it sets up a third down, and that's the key. It's 3rd and 4, which is certainly manageable, but you want to stay ahead of the sticks, if you will, with a big-time ground and pound type of offense. 3rd and 4. Gantz is back, looks left, and sails the throw. Looking for Cooper in the flat, and it will be a 1-2-3 and out, and the punt team.
Yeah, I'm not too sure I like that play call. He had a little bit of success with that run game. I think 3rd and really it was like a long 3 would have been a good running situation there.
Yeah, I mean, you heard a couple of fans say, all right, let's get a push here, as if they're going to run the football, but instead elected to go through the air. And the punt is off by Osterberry, and it's caught at the 35, and a pretty good return by Eric Dorsey, the corner and punt returner, out to midfield. Forced out of bounds by Milton Polynice.
That's a great job by the Neumann Goretti punt return team, sealing that far side of the field, giving the return man a lane to pick up big yardage on the return.
And it could be certainly a field position type of contest, and giving Mekhi Wharton the ball at midfield. Setback is Prescott, man in motion, and they'll flip it out to Prescott. Makes the catch, running with the football to the 40-yard line and spun out of bounds. There is a flag. Taken out by Colin Walker, ushered him to the sidelines.
A flag was thrown in the secondary after the play had already developed.
You would think that'd be a hold, and it will be. And that was a pretty nice gain on first down, so that's a mistake. They'll lose a couple of yards. So it's a strange down and distance. 1st and 13. Wharton, a couple of receivers at the top of the screen. The Eagles showing blitz, and they bring it. And it's a screen pass caught on the far side of the field. And once again, it is to Prescott. And Prescott picks up about 14 yards and looks to be a first down.
That's a really good job by Wharton to recognize the blitz and get the ball out quickly to his open man Prescott on the far sideline and pick up that first down.
Prescott now lining up as a wide receiver. Samaj Gowans the setback now. Wharton gives off to him, makes a couple of nice cuts, and rushes forward to the 31-yard line. Finally brought down there by Hunter Ginsberg.
An 8-yard gain to the
They'll pick up 8
2nd and 2, Neumann Goretti
on first down.
31.
And this Neumann Goretti offense quickly making some inroads on this first drive.
Now it's Terrence Page as the setback. Trips out to the left. And Page will get his number called and runs out of an ankle tackle and hustles forward to the 21-yard line. Another first down.
Page, the ball carrier.
And the Eagles a little bit back on their heels after a couple of those screen passes and then dashing yardage up the middle.
Gain to the 21. First and 10 Saints at the Eagles 21.
Saints moving the football. Warden calling signals. Goes into a long count. Page gets the give again. And he's to the 14.
7-yard gain to the 14. 2nd and 3 for Neumann Goretti.
This Egan defense, really their defensive line has been excellent throughout the course of the season, but right now it's that Neumann Goretti offensive line that's winning the battle of the trenches.
2nd and about 3. Mekhi Mitchell now the running back, and he gets the give, and Mitchell is down to the 1-yard line. Tackle made by Cooper to save the touchdown, but now it's 1st and goal, and Rob, there's no trouble right now for the offense. Everything's seeming to work.
Now they're just running that football right up the middle. That offensive line is creating huge holes for the running backs, and they're just making it look easy.
So Wharton will come back with the play. We're going to see the good old tush push. There it is. Wharton trying to sneak it in. No signal yet. And it looks to be short. We got to ban that play, Rob.
It doesn't work as well when you don't have Jason Kelsey
Right.
at center and a quarterback who can bench press 600 pounds.
Who's got legs bigger than the football field, yeah. And it looks like they actually lost about a half a yard on the play. Oh, they're going to try it again. Wharton looks, loops one, tipped up, batted up, and the catch is made on a second effort. Oh, what a play by the tight end. Carter Bashir made the catch. The sophomore on a second effort through some contact.
1-yard touchdown.
You know, Keith, that play was really well defended. But Carter Bashir, just with the size advantage, able to kind of tip it up and then go catch his own jump ball in the corner of the end zone. A play well executed for Neumann Goretti, and they're on the board first.
Well, and like I said, it looked like they were going to set up. They set up in that same formation, except lob the ball, and you don't see too many teams fake it out of that formation. And I did think to myself, as we're going to have to get a timeout here, maybe thinking about going for 2 or maybe just not the right personnel on the field, but you don't see a team fake it. And I was thinking, too, like, you know, you just lost a half a yard on the play. Why run it again? And they certainly didn't. And the coverage was not even bad in the end zone. It was good coverage.
No, the coverage is right there. Like I said, Bashir just using that size advantage, and he's able to come down with it.
So 6-0 timeout. And don't forget, if you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. On the newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it is the Trentonian. We get set for The point after. And certainly is looking like, think that they're going to go for 2. Yep, Wharton's out there. This is an interesting call. Go with the I formation. Play fake and no place to go. A sack for the Eagles. Hunter Ginsberg all over that play. And the play action doesn't work. And it remains 6-0. A good job by the Eagles defense there, Rob.
Yeah, great pursuit on that play, not allowing it to develop. And they keep it a 6-0 game.
Conwell Egan High School hopes you're enjoying tonight's game. Conwell Egan High School in Fairless Hills is where students build character, achieve excellence, and demonstrate commitment. Conwell Egan High School offers students innovative academic curriculum, preparing them for college and beyond. And check them out on the web, conwellegan.org. So 6-0. Player late getting on the field for the Eagles. Short kickoff once again. And trying to let the play develop. And a pretty good return by Tim Japlee. Out across the 35.
Yeah, good job by Gipley following his blockers to the near sideline. And good starting field position for Conwell Egan.
Start at the 36. And it's still Gauntz over center. He fumbles the ball and is down right there, I believe. Now they're going to give him that half a yard that he got forward after the fumble. I'm curious because Tryon has been the guy, and maybe he's hurt as they respot the football, no gain. But he's not in the game as it's Gauntz on the first 2 drives here. 2nd and 10. Another handoff, and it's late to develop, and Cooper got swallowed up for no gain. Keandre Hooper with a tackle that time, the senior. And Conwell Egan, no answers right now offensively.
Yeah, Neumann Goretti defense just swarming to the ball carrier, not giving them anywhere to run.
And now an obvious passing down, 3rd down and 9. Gonna need to do something here. It's a pitch. And Sincere Ferry is run out of bounds after not much there. And once again, getting off the field is this Neumann Goretti defense. Jaden Todd with his 2nd tackle of the game.
Yeah, and Keith, I don't really get it. The first drive, they had 3rd and 3, which to me is a running down, and they choose to throw the ball. Here, 3rd and 9, which is a passing down, and they're running the ball. I'm a little bit confused by this game plan so far for Conwell Egan.
It's certainly a valid point. Osterberry will punt for a 2nd time in as many downs. High and to the right side. It takes a hop, and it takes a couple of Eagles bounces as they will down it inside the 20-yard line. Osterberry has been the punter and the kicker for a number of years here as well. Recognize that name. And that certainly was a good one. It was wobbly there, Rob, but he got the right kick.
Yeah, he definitely got the job done. He's got a pretty good leg on him, and that time he got some good hang time and a couple good bounces down inside the 20-yard line. And Johnny Osprey's been pretty effective when he's been called upon, whether it's punting or kicking so far this year.
And now Wharton back out there, fresh off of a drive where he didn't have to do too much, but completed a lob pass in the end zone. It was a miraculous catch by his tight end, and now setting up his offense inside the 20. Play fake, and throwing out on a slant, incomplete, is Wharton. Looking for Nate Dwornik.
82, Carter Bashir. 2nd and 10 for the Saints.
Dwornik had it go past his outstretched arm. 4:41, first quarter of play. And the Eagles defense, it's been very good all season, but they're going to need to get a stop here because the offense looks like they're stuck against this phenomenal defense that Neumann Goretti has. Page, the setback. It's another pass, and it's caught out in the flat, but a good open field tackle. Gavin Pond with a nice stop on Gowans, who was catching it out of the backfield at almost no gain. 3rd and long.
Yeah, Gavin Pond, one of the veteran leaders of this defense. He's had a great season, and that right there was an excellent open field tackle to force the 3rd and long.
Almost looked like Gowans was going to slip away, but good second effort. 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. And a whistle.
Indicating a timeout.
And it will be a timeout
That is their 2nd timeout
for Neumann Goretti. And
leaving them with 1.
it's a second timeout here in the first quarter here, Rob, for Neumann Goretti. I mean, things seem to be going their way, but they only have 1 timeout left.
Yeah, maybe a little bit out of sorts there on that play, and they wanted to take a timeout, get things sorted out for this 3rd and long.
What'd you think of that Sean Payton timeout that cost his team 3 points last night?
Speaking of out of sorts, I think Sean Payton's he's in a little bit over his head out there in Denver. That is a messy situation out there.
It seems that way. It seems that way. Don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Video stream live from Sandy's Beef and Ale, brought to you in part by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital has supported the youth of their community and is an acute care hospital. 3rd down and long. Wharton back, looking left. Deep drop. Now he steps up. He starts to run. There's no place to go. And he gets crunched down. And the Eagles get off the field. Sincere Ferry came up with a hit. That was close to the line of scrimmage. Couldn't tell if that was quite a sack or not, but very nice play defensively.
Excellent job by that secondary. That's what you would call a coverage sack right there, as they did not allow any of the receivers to get open. As there was time to throw the football, but the secondary just holding their coverage so well that eventually the defensive line was able to converge in and make the play.
The Hamilton to punt in a strange... No, the quarterback is still out there. On 4th down. And it's blocked. There's a flag, and into the end zone for Conwell Egan for the touchdown is Monty Zarea. What a strange play that was.
Keith, I'm not quite sure what Neumann Goretti was trying to do there, but it didn't work. Now we'll see what the penalty call is.
Yeah, that was, I saw the ball go up in the air, deflected, and I saw the flag go up in the air at the same time, and was wondering if they were going to blow that play dead because it was just odd. But it's a touchdown to tie up the game. just when everything was looking kind of bleak, penalty decline. It was against Neumann Goretti for whatever they were trying to do. And we're knotted up at 6. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a struggle, and special teams play puts them right on the board.
Yeah, Keith, I really don't get it. You're that deep in your own territory. Why are you trying some sort of trickery like that? Just line up in a normal punt formation and get the kick away. That's the spot where you don't want the kick to get blocked.
Osterberry now for the lead. Spotted. Kick is perfect. And the Eagles take a 7-6 lead, and we'll be back in a moment on WBCB.
For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been strengthening our region, serving as a trusted partner and resource for businesses like yours. Whether you want flexible financing options, everyday banking tools, or cash flow solutions to grow your business, our team of business bankers can get you where you need to go. Real relationships, expert advice, swift solutions to power your growth. Start here, grow here, stay here. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7.
So just like that, 7-6, Eagles take the lead on a special teams play that Rob and I, during the break, still can't decipher what was going on. And that's not a great thing. Kickoff is short, caught at the 25, and cutting upfield. Look at this return. All the way for the touchdown, Kazmir Prescott.
My goodness. What is going on, Keith?
And the lead changes hands again. Right back to Neumann Goretti. Prescott, just with long strides up the field, takes it home. Well, we talked a lot about the defense. We didn't spend any time on the special teams.
My goodness. And that was really just great blocking on the return. We saw great blocking on their one punt return earlier in the game, and they just did a great job of opening up a huge space on the near sideline. And there was not a single blue shirt in sight.
So they go for 2 again. It's 12-7. In a game like this stop is pretty big. Wharton. Hands off, up the gut, towards the end zone. Does he have it? No good. They gave it to Gowans, and he tried to fight for the extra yard to get it over the goal line, but he was just short. So another touchdown, but another failed 2-point conversion. And we stand at 12-7 as the Eagles will get the ball in their possession. They haven't had it very long on offense, but the defense scored a touchdown. And now the special teams gives up a touchdown, and it'll be the Eagles offense trying to figure it out now.
Yeah, to say this has been a strange football game so far would be an understatement.
Ferry and Cooper back to receive the Hamilton kick. And it's whistle dead, as if there hasn't been any other strange things that have happened. Offsides against the Saints on a kickoff.
Well, it hasn't been the most clean game so far.
Backy for Conwell Egan, number 5. Sam, number 7.
Well, and
Sincere Ferry.
You've got Cooper and Ferry back deep. Not sure you want to kick it to them. They just did, but we'll see what Hamilton tries to do now. Off to the right, and it's hauled in at the 27, running sideways Cooper, and Cooper has blocks across the 40, and he turns on the speed. He's gone. Back to back. Kickoff return, 72 yards this time.
What are we watching? Oh my goodness.
I don't know, to answer your question. 2:22 to play, first quarter still. And this game is off the rails.
This is turning into the Special Teams Bowl right now.
Egan takes a 13-12 lead.
21, Johnny Osterberry lining up for the point after touchdown conversion.
Osterberry will try to add the extra point, and he does. So it's 14-12. It's like a bad postseason pitching performance in baseball. As we'll step aside, take a timeout, and we'll be back. The Eagles kicking off again. They're up 14-12.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
21, Johnny Osterberry lining up in kickoff formation.
All right, we've got another kickoff.
Back deep.
And Rob, you just had an insightful comment.
The Conwell Egan special teams tonight has already surpassed Egan's point total from last week. They had 13 points last week, and the special teams has already put up 14 in the first quarter alone tonight.
And a short kick this time. It goes out of bounds.
The kick goes out of bounds. There's a flag.
What haven't we seen yet?
Well, there's the flag. And I don't know, and, you know, that was purposely kicked out of bounds, which is interesting. I mean, usually if you're afraid of the returner, you'll squib it to the middle of the field and short, and yeah, you're going to give up some field position, but... And they're electing the re-kick, so I would think that's pretty smart for Neumann Goretti. You want them to have to kick it again, except further. Back deep is Gowans. And Osterberry will kick again. To the left side, tracked down by Gowans, and Gowans getting some blocks. Gowans is just across midfield, and then he gets hammered. 38 yards on the return, and finally tracked down by the Eagles.
Well, Keith, I think Coach Jack Techman at practice is going to be really zeroing in on that kick return defense. It has not been good so far in this football game.
I feel like we haven't seen an offense in a while. Wharton hands off, and it's Page. And Page breaking tackles inside the 30-yard line.
Page showing some elusiveness, looking like prime Shady McCoy with some of those jukes he put on there.
He did.
22-yard gain.
He was just kind of throwing guys to the side, it looked like there.
Eagles 26.
In the hurry up, and Page this time gets bottled up. Good stop by Cooper Lowerson. Gain of about 1.5 yards.
Cooper Lowerson, very noticeable being the biggest guy on that defensive line, and he has had an excellent season, like much of the Egan defense.
For the Saints.
He has been so big in stopping the run.
Second down, they go trips out to the left. Egan has the box filled, and they were showing blitz and coming, and it was a false start, maybe because of it.
That ball, false start against Neumann Goretti.
Looked like Colin Walker was coming in on the linebacker blitz and might have gotten someone to jump.
5-yard penalty brings the ball back to the 31.
So we were thinking low-scoring game, and I mean, there's a minute to go first quarter, and it's 14-12, which wouldn't suggest a low-scoring game, but both of these defenses have been stout this year. Wharton looking to go deep, and he slings one over the middle, and it's hauled in. And it's Bashir, who already had a touchdown, and he drags a man to the 20-yard line, close to the first down, but I think it'll be 3rd down and 1.
That's a big play right there because it makes it 3rd manageable. A good throw right on the money, and Bashir once again using that size and fighting forward to pick up an extra few yards after the catch to make this a 3rd and 2.
See what they go with here. Page the setback. Wharton trying to get someone to jump. Not that time. 3rd and 2, the give right up the middle, and Page gets it as time expires and picks up a nice chunk to the 12-yard line, and then he's brought down by a flock of Eagles. And that will end the first quarter in a very strange one. Conwell Egan, the Eagles 14, and Neumann Goretti 12, and we'll be back in a moment on WBCB.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
At the Conwell Egan 13.
1st and 10 from the 13 for Neumann Goretti. They're trying to punch it in again. And a whistle as we just begin the second quarter. I mean, Rob, what can you make of the start of this game in the first quarter?
Well, one thing you can make is high school football is a little bit weird sometimes.
That's true. Wharton in the pistol. It's Page getting his number called again, but he goes nowhere. Spun and flung down. The Eagles. Nice defensive stop. Isaiah Johnson. The defensive tackle gets in on the action.
Yeah, really nice job by Isaiah Johnson. It looked like he went through unblocked and a good one-on-one tackle for a loss of a yard.
A 2nd and 11. And with both these defenses being as good as advertised in the area, we haven't seen too much tackle for losses. Another whistle.
There's a flag on the play.
Looked like Wharton was going to pull that on a little RPO, but it is whistle dead. Officials talking it over. Can only imagine with the pace of this game what our friend Rich Fisher would be saying at this point.
Dead ball, delay of the game against the Saints.
Rich is never at a loss for words in situations like this.
A 5-yard penalty.
Another penalty. What?
Team of Conwell Egan, 2nd and 16.
Start the clock back up.
Come on, boys. For the Saints.
It was a delay of game. So 2nd down and long, couple of guys moving across the formation. Wharton hands off, and it's Page breaking a tackle and then diving and stumbling forward. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Got tripped up by a couple of Eagles that time. They give him 5. And he's back to the 14, not quite the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11.
You got to imagine that this is 4-down territory.
Especially because they haven't even tried to kick an extra point. I think you're certainly right about that. 3rd and 11. In the red zone, though. It's Page. Up the middle. And it'll be 4th down, but 4th down at about 3.
I'm not really sure about the spot they gave him. It looks like it's 4th and 4. I thought he picked up more yardage than that.
4th down at about 4. You could hear the Conwell Egan bench down there. Wharton gets them set up. Egan looking for another stop. Page the setback. Wharton hands it off. Page up the middle.
I don't think he got it.
He does not have it. Egan with the stop, turnover on downs. Colin Walker gets credit for the stop. And the Eagles take over pretty deep in their own territory, though. That's the only positive thing for Neumann Goretti.
7-yard line.
Just well played by the Eagle defense, plugging the holes and stopping him short of the sticks. And that deep in their own territory, that is a big momentum swing, and we'll see if the offense can capitalize on it.
Gauntz lines them up. Hands off, up the middle, and it's smothered. So much so that I couldn't even tell who got the handoff. And it was Cooper. Runs for no gain.
So we wondered about the status of the normal starting quarterback, Stephen Tryon, and he is indeed down on the sideline. He's not in pads. He is in sweatpants, got his number 9 jersey on.
Gotcha.
So clearly not playing at all tonight, not even dressed for the game. I imagine it's some sort of a injury situation that he's got going on there.
Right, so that was kind of our question because we hadn't heard anything about it pregame. So when Gauntz was in there, we were kind of like, oh. And now Gaunt's going to have to run this offense. Hands it off again, and he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It was Thenor with the carry.
And the Eagles continuing to struggle to get anything going.
1-yard gain to the 7. 3rd and 10 for Conwell Egan at their own.
That's one thing that's a little bit misleading about the score. Egan's got 14 points, but they don't have a first down.
Right. Well, that's why I asked you to start. What can you make of this? And we both laughed because it's been a strange game. And appears we'll get a timeout. Timeout for Egan.
Timeout, Conwell Egan.
Their first.
Of the first half.
Finney McGee's 1400 Farragut Avenue in Bristol. Open 7 days with brand new kitchen. Brand new kitchen management offering some of the best food and food specials in the area. Try Finney's burgers, including their Guinness cheeseburger. A half-pound burger topped with Guinness gravy, sauteed onions, and provolone cheese. Or try Finney McGee's like their boardwalk sausage and peppers or Fat Elvis. Now somebody's going to have to tell me what that is. It sounds interesting, though. Egg rolls stuffed with peanut butter. Is that what that is? It's unbelievable. Bananas and a side of Fluffernutter sauce. Vinnie McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue in Bristol. And they're open Monday through Thursdays, 3 to 11, Fridays, 3 to 1 a.m., and Saturday, noon to 1 a.m.
My stomach growled just hearing that ad read. The Fat Elvis sounds pretty interesting. I might want to give that a shot.
The Fat Elvis. Wonder why they called it that. 3rd down and 9. Gauntz with a little trickery, pitches it backwards, and Fenner gets stood up, and now finally the play is whistled dead.
A 5-yard gain to the 12.
Bradley with the tackle, 5 yards, but not good enough to notch their first down of the contest.
Well, if anything, they bought themselves a little bit more space to get this punt away.
Right.
Johnny Osterberry has a strong leg, so hopefully he can take advantage of that.
Gowans is back deep along with Dorsey. And the punt will spin out of bounds at the 45.
At the 45, a 33-yard punt for Osterberry.
33 yards goes the punt.
45.
And again, good field position here, Rob, for Neumann Goretti.
Yeah, and they've had that on a few occasions to start these drives. And the first time they were able to capitalize on it, but last time the Egan defense was able to come away with a big stop.
14-12. Eagles with the lead. Wharton changes up the formation. Another man in motion. Little screen out, catch is made, and running with the football is Prescott. And Prescott keeping the play alive and picking up about 8 yards. Looked like he was dead to rights and found some space. Sam Cooper tracked him down.
Yeah, good job breaking a few tackles there. Prescott
8-yard gain.
Able to make something out of nothing, and he picked up 8 yards.
2nd and 2 for Neumann Goretti at the Conwell Egan 37.
Prescott lining up as the back once again. Man in motion, and it goes sideways, and with running room goes Gowans. And he's got first down and plenty more inside the 30.
10-yard gain to the 27.
Ferry with the stop that time.
Conwell Egan 27.
Well, last time Neumann Goretti orchestrated a drive, they got stopped deep in the red zone. And they faked the screen, and quarterback keeper, and Wharton gets crushed by Ginsburg.
That's a good job by the Egan defense to not buy that fake and give Wharton nowhere to go with it. And Hunter Ginsburg coming up with the tackle.
At the Eagles 27.
Under 5 to play first half. Second down and 9. Looking deep. Wharton throws over the middle, and it's hauled in. down to the 15. Once again, Bashir making the catch, the big tight end.
And seeing the success that they've had throwing to him, I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone his way a little bit more often so far.
Yeah, he just kind of ran a curl and sat down in the middle of the zone, and why not throw it up to him like they did for the touchdown?
He's a big guy. I mean, you might as well just throw some jump balls his way and he'll go get them.
First down and 10. Another fresh set of downs, and it's Prescott dancing to the outside. Prescott reaches for the pylon, and he's in for the touchdown. What a run! And once again, the Saints take the lead.
And Prescott showing some burst, able to get to the outside and sneak inside the pylon for a big touchdown run to put his team in front with 3:53 to go in the opening half.
The Saints will line up for their conversion attempt.
So they're going for 2 as per usual. They're 0 for 2 on the 2-point conversion tonight. 18-14. And Rob, you've talked a little bit about the game plan and the play call, and you'd think that they'd have a couple of these plays that they know that they're going for that they really like. The last time they just tried to run it right up the middle. Page, the tailback, and they're doing the same thing, but Page this time is able to get in. Just a run out of the pistol formation. And that makes it 20-14. Take a break, and we'll come back with the kickoff right after this.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
(22-14), but still some time and a couple of timeouts for the Eagles as they get the kickoff. And rushing up to get it is Sincere, and Ferry will be tossed out at the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the return. First, handle up again.
I'll have to see what Coach Jack Techman has in store for his Egan offense that has struggled so far in this football game. They haven't been able to establish the run so far, so we'll see if maybe they try to open things up a little bit with the passing game.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought pregame, because I've seen a bunch of these types of games, not with the special teams that we've seen in this one, but teams just struggling because they're just trying to run the ball, and against good defenses, you're not going to be able to most of the time if you're not mixing things up. First down, pitch, near side, running with the football is Thenner. And Thenner tries to get to the outside, but he can't.
Man, just more of the same, not able to really get it. They're struggling to even get positive yardage on these run attempts. He was stopped for no gain there. I think they had one where they picked up 3 yards, another one where they picked up 5, and that's really been it.
Yep. Was Bradley on the tackle. So no gain, 2nd and 10 out of the gun. Gauntz looks, zips one, and it's through the hands of Thenner. That throw looked to be there, but just maybe a little too hard to handle.
Yeah, there's good coverage on the play, too, and Egan got kind of lucky because that ball got tipped up in the air, and there wasn't a defender close enough to make a play on it.
So, 3rd and 10. Another tough situation for the offense. Gauntz lines them up, out of the gun, claps his hands, he's back. Looking deep down the far sideline, and the catch is made. Justin Layton makes the catch, and what a dime.
And what a huge play for this Egan offense. They badly needed a big play like that. I mentioned in the pregame, Justin Layton is a deep threat, and he proves it right there. And it's the best field position for this Egan offense and their first down of this football game.
You're right, they needed that. 2:25 before the half. Play is blown dead. It's going to be another pitch, and I think they're saying it's on the defense. A little offsides or encroachment. And so that makes it 1st and 5, and in an offense that's struggling, those kinds of things help, Rob.
Yeah, you don't want to help a struggling offense, and it's an undisciplined penalty.
Those are the penalties that you really have to avoid. But, I mean, you give a lot of credit to this Neumann Goretti defense. They have been as advertised. It's not just the offense that's struggling. The defense has been stifling. 1st and 5 from the 24. Gauntz pitches, same play. It's a reverse. It's juggled. And running with it is Cooper. Cooper makes something out of what could have been a mess. Picks up 2 yards. Forced out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a really good job by Sam Cooper right there. That could have been a disastrous play, especially after he juggled the pitch. But he is able to use his speed and get around to the far side where he is able to pick up a couple.
2nd 4 for the Eagles at the same.
2nd down and 4. So they give him 1 yard on that play. Well, it certainly looked like Gauntz can throw the ball. That bomb down the sideline. See if they go to some sort of a play action. They don't, and there's another flag. So no play, another dead ball foul. And it's a false start, so Egan gives it right back, that penalty yardage.
That's a rally killer.
Bringing the ball back to the 28.
Ball now be spotted at the 28. So it'll be 2nd and about 8. Gauntz looks, throws a screen, it's complete. And the catch is made by Layton again, who's feeling for blockers and runs across the 25 down to the 23. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards, gets those penalty yardage back. And you wonder why we hadn't seen that yet. A little easy screen, right, Rob, where get the quarterback to throw the ball, get it out of his hands quickly.
Yeah, and it's not a whole lot, but it's enough in this situation to make third down more manageable. And I'll see what their play call is here on 3rd and 4.
Yep. Gauntz fakes. He's being chased. He's running. He's throwing, and it's almost intercepted. He threw it right to the defender, Begg, who juggled and could not hang on.
Man, that hit him right in the numbers. That's one he wants back. And Tom Gauntz, I thought he could have ran for that 1st down there. He certainly had the edge. And I thought he had enough green ahead of him to get past the sticks.
Yeah, you might have been right looking at the replay. And that was one where probably just throw it away if you're not going to run, but instead he threw it in the field of play and almost turned it over. But now it'll be a 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 58 seconds, 2nd quarter. Gauntz, high snap. 3-step drop. He avoids the first sack attempt. He rushes forward, and he will be short. And the helmet comes off at the end of the play.
A 2-yard gain to the
It is Samir Bromfield who almost took the quarterback's head off. I think Conwell Egan was looking for maybe a penalty, but they won't get it, and it's a turnover on downs.
And you know what? Tom Gauntz was so close to breaking through and getting that first down there, and just a good tackle to stop him a couple yards short of the sticks. Now with 51 seconds, we'll see what the game plan is for the Neumann Goretti offense. If they're just going to run out the clock, or if they're going to...
Yeah, they only have one timeout.
Try to add a score here.
Wharton with Page, the setback. And it's Page trying to get to the outside, but can't. Good tackling by Egan, and it was Ferry. Ferry, a guy that's getting some college football looks, and why not? An explosive player and can play both sides of the football. 25 seconds before the half, and that's pretty much our answer, right, Rob? They're not looking to really get back to the line. Wharton takes the low snap, fires, and it's complete near the sticks, and a good catch that time.
Number 3, Eric Dorsey.
Eric Dorsey. So he's out of bounds with 9 seconds.
Boy, that could have been trouble. That snap was low and right as left knee pretty much.
Yeah.
And if something happened there and Egan was able to recover with a few seconds left, then you're talking Egan taking a shot at the end zone.
So timeout, final timeout for Neumann Goretti of the half. And they'll take it on what was ruled to be just enough for a first down. And with 9 seconds left, I wouldn't think that you'd see anything too crazy here. You don't want to fumble the football or do something crazy in a game like this, 20-14. Don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Video stream from Sandy's Beef and Ale, brought to you by Lower Bucks Hospital since 1954. Lower Bucks Hospital has supported the youth of their community and is an acute care hospital. If you miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian.
So they got 9 seconds to go, 68 yards, and I can't imagine they're going to try anything too fancy here.
They go Wildcat, and keeping it is Prescott, and he gets tripped up. And that will take us to the half. He was tripped up nicely by Colin Walker. And a wild first half from Truman High School comes to an end. The Eagles trailing Neumann Goretti by a score of 20-14, and we'll be back in a bit for the second half here from Truman High School on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Red October is back, and so is our new Toyota inventory, with in-demand popular models arriving monthly, like the all-new Grand Highlander and Sequoia, or reliable classics like the RAV4 and Camry. And with no markups above MSRP in our Teammate Rewards program, you can see for yourself why our home team advantage is so important. Shop online at teamtoyota.net or visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Proud to support Conwell Egan is the Pines Tavern. The Pines Tavern is your hometown tavern featuring kicked-up comfort food for the whole family. Homemade soups, chilies, sandwiches, appetizers, and dinner entrees, all at very reasonable prices. The Pines Tavern specialty sandwiches are the talk of the town, like their Italian roast pork or slow-cooked roast beef sandwiches. Dinner entrees include fresh seafood, steaks, and chops. The Pines Tavern has big screen TVs for all your favorite sporting events. The Pines Tavern is open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and late snacks. The Pines Tavern at the Fork in the Road at Radcliffe Street and Farragut Avenue.
For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been strengthening our region, serving as a trusted partner and resource for businesses like yours. Whether you want flexible financing options, everyday banking tools, or cash flow solutions to grow your business, our team of business bankers can get you where you need to go. Real relationships, expert advice, swift solutions to power your growth. Start here, grow here, stay here. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for autopay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Red October is back, and so is our new Toyota inventory, with in-demand popular models arriving monthly, like the all-new Grand Highlander and Sequoia, or reliable classics like the RAV4 and Camry. And with no markups above MSRP in our Teammate Rewards program, you can see for yourself why our home team advantage is so important. Shop online at teamtoyota.net or visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances, such as custom-fit joints, position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
Proud to support Conwell Egan is the Pines Tavern. The Pines Tavern is your hometown tavern featuring kicked-up comfort food for the whole family. Homemade soups, chilies, sandwiches, appetizers, and dinner entrees, all at very reasonable prices. The Pines Tavern's specialty sandwiches are the talk of the town, like their Italian roast pork or slow-cooked roast beef sandwiches. Dinner entrees include fresh seafood, steaks, and chops. The Pines Tavern has big screen TVs for all your favorite sporting events. The Pines Tavern is open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and late snacks. The Pines Tavern at the Fork in the Road at Radcliffe Street and Farragut Avenue.
For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been strengthening our region, serving as a trusted partner and resource for businesses like yours. Whether you want flexible financing options, everyday banking tools, or cash flow solutions to grow your business, our team of business bankers can get you where you need to go. Real relationships, expert advice, swift solutions to power your growth. Start here, grow here, stay here. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies, and here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA. Proven.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more. 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Red October is back, and so is our new Toyota inventory, with in-demand popular models arriving monthly, like the all-new Grand Highlander and Sequoia, or reliable classics like the RAV4 and Camry. And with no markups above MSRP in our Teammate Rewards program, you can see for yourself why our home team advantage is so important. Shop online at teamtoyota.net or visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Are you living with relentless pain? St. Mary has a new way to help. Knee and hip replacements with a smarter process for faster recovery, earning prestigious awards for quality and value. A rapid recovery program has you walking just hours after surgery, and breakthrough advances such as custom-fit joints position you for a longer pain-free life. 215-710-5888. St. Mary Orthopedics. It's your health. Expect more.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Truman High School as we have a 20-14 game at the halftime break. Keith Noonan, Rob Gilmore with you from Harry S. Truman High School. And Rob, a very interesting game. We had a couple of long returns for Conwell Egan. It was Cooper taking it the distance, 79 yards. But really, it's been the offense that just has not been able to do anything. They've scored both of their touchdowns on the special teams.
Yeah, the aforementioned kickoff return and also a blocked punt that they returned for a touchdown. That's how they got their 14 points. They only have one first down offensively, and it didn't come until late in that second quarter. It was the big pass down the sideline to Justin Layton that put them into enemy territory, but they actually did not end up capitalizing on that drive. And that running game that we talked about in the pregame that they've been so reliant on just has not panned out for them. Really, you got to give credit to the Neumann Goretti defensive line. They got some big boys there, and they have filled those gaps and not given Egan anywhere to run the football. So really struggling to establish the run that they've relied so heavily on this season. It's kind of thrown, a little bit of a curveball in their game plan, and we'll see what they have in store in the second half.
And Terrence Page and Prescott have been the mainstays on offense for Mackay Wharton and this Neumann Goretti team. At the half, it has been Terrence Page, who has 59 yards on 9 carries. They've got to do better defensively, the Eagles have to, against him.
Yeah, really, once again, just Neumann Goretti winning the battle of the trenches. They got a number of big guys on that offensive line and defensive line, and it's showing so far in this football game. And their running game, they have been able to establish that. They're averaging probably about 6 to 7 yards a carry, and that's why they've been able to have some success. They haven't capitalized on each of the deep drives that they've had, but they've dominated the field position game, and that is thanks in large part to the success that they've had running the football.
Second half about to commence, and it will be the Eagles kicking it away. After all, Neumann Goretti won the toss and deferred to the second half. And so it'll be their offense that we'll see first coming out of the break. And for Coach Techman, wonder what kind of adjustments he can make offensively. I believe he still calls the plays on offense, and certainly he's going to look to give his new quarterback tonight, Tom Gauntz, something with which to work. They have not been able to kind of get out of the stuckage that they're in. Only one first down. Osterberry tries an onside kick, and the ball is still loose, but only white jerseys in the area. How about that coming out of halftime?
You know what? I love that call.
It is recovered by number 13.
Because you've been struggling so much offensively, you need to get something to break in your favor, and unfortunately they were unable to recover. But I love the gutsiness of that call right there.
Hopper recovered. Boy, that would have been something. Well, who's famous for doing that out of halftime in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, New Orleans Saints, I believe.
Sean Payton, with the aforementioned Sean Payton. 1st and 10 Page trying to get to the outside, and he does. Puts on the speed. Finally brought down after a gain of about 5 yards on first down.
Boy, that speed of Page, it looked like he was met in the backfield and had nowhere to go, and he found a hole and just turned on the jets and picked up about 6 yards on the play.
Hex Walker with a stop. Back to throw, looking to the big tight end. It's hauled in. Bashir. But only about 3 yards. Driven backwards by Lowerson.
Yeah, good tackle there by Cooper Lowerson, not allowing him to pick up the first down. This is a big third down for Egan early in the second half.
No question. From their own 46. Man in motion. And it goes to him and breaks a tackle, still on his feet, but then gets driven backwards as a flag as well. Gowans got brought down by Shimp.
And it is a hold.
Yes, that will be declined, you would think, anyhow. And big stop by Shimp and this Eagles defense. Almost looked like Gowans was going to get away for a moment. So it sets up fourth down. Well, last time they tried to punt, it was a mess, and it turned into a touchdown for the other team. Maybe it's the fact they just don't have a kicker at all, or a punter at all, Rob. Because this should be a no-brainer. And they're going with the same formation. It's the quarterback, Wharton, who's back the deepest in that formation. And they do barely get the punt away. And it's downed at the 45-yard line.
Not much at all on that kick, and great starting field position for the Eagles.
Well, that has to give the Eagles a lift, I think. Just the field position and everything else. And you've got to feel a little bit better about Gauntz because of the throw that he made down the sideline. Wouldn't be shocked if they went through the air and tried to really get this offense going. Out of the gun. And it was a false start and then a bad snap. One of the wide receivers moved.
Bringing the ball back to the 40. First and 15 for the Eagles at their own 40.
That's not what you're looking for there if you're the Eagles.
No, certainly not. You just got that great break of a poor punt that gave you a great field position to start the drive, and the first thing you do is commit a false start.
Ten minutes even, third quarter. And another false start, again on a wide receiver. This time they're getting Cooper. Yeah, that's just lack of fundamentals there.
First and 20 for the Eagles at their own 35.
It's just a lack of discipline on these last two plays.
And Jack Techman yelling out the play to Tom Gauntz. Thrust into action, the junior quarterback, when Tryon is on the sidelines, not dressed. High snap, looking to throw a screen, and it's almost intercepted. Looking for Sincere, and it was deflected by Daniel Endel-Florin. And he could have came away with a pick six.
Yeah, those guys able to just get right in. It look like they're more or less unblocked and able to bat that pass down.
So 3rd down and 20. 2nd down, rather. It's a reverse and breaking a tackle, but not going too far is Zaraya. And now it'll be 3rd down and 13 to get.
It's a pickup of about 7, and really all things considered a fairly impressive run considering Zaraya had to break a number of tackles and get past some guys who blew right past the Egan offensive line. Make 3rd down a little bit more manageable here.
2 high safeties right at the sticks. Now they're moving over. Dropping back. Gaunt steps up in the pocket, gets hit, and he is sacked.
Tom Gaunt is sacked on the play.
Neumann Goretti gets home. Corin Robinson, the defensive lineman, with the sack.
5-yard loss back to the
They'll lose 5.
37.
And punting unit comes on.
Man, Gaunt's had Tayshawn Fenner open on the near sideline, and he didn't see him. Probably because he didn't have much time to go through his reads.
Back deep for the Saints, number 5, Elijah Jones, and number 3,
Osterberry
Dorsey.
to punt. Punt to the near side. Gowans from the 25. He slips and goes down. I think that was a lucky break for the Eagles. He put his foot in the ground and had some running room, but slipped down.
C.J. McGregor.
C.J. McGregor gets credit for the special teams tackle. 8:14 to go, 3rd quarter, and the Eagles can't move the football. A couple of penalties that time.
Yeah, Keith, those 2 penalties really hurt them there, because despite the fact that they've been getting beaten pretty handily on both sides of the football, they're only down by 6 points in this football game. They have every chance to win this game, but you can't go out and be undisciplined like that.
1st and 10 from the 32. Wharton, hands off, right up the middle, and spinning and twirling forward is Page. Into the arms of Johnson. Gets 3 yards.
I will say this, the Egan run defense has been, by and large, pretty tough tonight. They've given up a few big runs, but for the most part, they're holding guys to 2-3 yards a carry.
I think that really the game has been decided so far on special teams mostly. Unfortunately for these 2 defenses, Page gets greeted in the backfield. Beautiful play that time by Gavin Pond for a tackle for a loss.
New gain on the play. 3rd and 6 for the Saints at their own 37.
3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Gavin Pond, such an important player for this Eagle defense, has made numerous big plays throughout the course of this season.
Big tight end, Bashir, lined up at the bottom of your screen. Eagles bring a blitz. Wharton steps up. He starts to run. He spins and gets tackled close to the line to gain. Eagles finally brought him down. X Walker with a tackle and sets up a 4th down and 1.
4th down and 1.
Offense staying out there.
42.
But then again, Wharton is the one that punts.
This is a huge moment, and you've got to watch the hard count here, too.
Might be just trying to draw him off. And they do.
There's a flag on the play.
The Eagles, I think, jumped off sides, and they did, and it grants them a first down.
That carries with it a 5-yard.
Well, Rob, you called it.
And the lack of discipline by Egan really hurting them on these first couple possessions here of the second half.
So, fresh set of downs right around midfield for Neumann Goretti. Hand off right up the middle and dashing forward for about 8 yards as the whistle sounds. Makai Mitchell. A player down. Trainers taking a look at one of the Neumann Goretti players.
Let's hear for your Conwell Egan cheerleader.
Looks like to be just a cramp as they're stretching him out.
Well, and like going back to what we were saying before, I mean, it really has. It's been all pretty much special teams. You had the one touchdown offensively on the opening drive of the game for Neumann Goretti, that lob pass that was caught by Bashir, but outside of that, the special teams has really determined a ton so far in this game. Both the defenses have been awfully good.
Yeah, they really have. It's this Egan defense, they've bent a few times, but they really haven't broken. I mean, they've given up a couple touchdowns, but they've done enough to keep the team in this football game. And the special teams obviously has come through for them, aside from giving up a touchdown return on a kickoff.
So teams coming over towards the bench, injury timeout, and we'll be back in a moment.
7-6-0.
Proud to support Conwell Egan is the Pines Tavern. The Pines Tavern is your hometown tavern featuring kicked-up comfort food for the whole family. Homemade soups, chilies, sandwiches, appetizers, and dinner entrees, all at very reasonable prices. The Pines Tavern's specialty sandwiches are the talk of the town, like their Italian roast pork or slow-cooked roast beef sandwiches. Dinner entrees include fresh seafood, steaks, and chops. The Pines Tavern has big screen TVs for all your favorite sporting events. The Pines Tavern is open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and late snacks. The Pines Tavern at the fork in the road at Radcliffe Street and Farragut Avenue.
So the injured player walked off under his own power and have a second down and short. Run goes to Marshall again, and he's got 4 yards and a first down. Clock continues to wind, and certainly don't have to worry about the clock too much right now in the third quarter, but start to wonder if you're the Eagles, can they put enough offense together, especially if the defense can't get off the field here. 1st and 10 into Eagles territory. Marshall the setback once again. And once again, he gets his number called, and he runs straight up the gut. And then is thrown down by a couple of Eagles, including Walker and Sincere Ferry. But is able to pick up a nice chunk of yardage, 6 yards on first down. Saying Marshall in there again, so he will carry, lowers his shoulder, and picks up 5 more tough yards for another first down. Move those sticks. Tackle made defensively by Shimp.
6-yard gain to the 20.
Yeah, but he just lowered that shoulder and ran right through the first Egan defender who met him. And then he was able to pick up the first down.
Kai Mitchell running the football yet again into a pile. And Mitchell picks up 4. Pond with the stop that time, among others. Gain of 3 on the ground.
Career gain to the 26. 2nd and 7.
On 1st and 2nd down, Rob, they have really stayed on schedule of late.
Yeah, they've done a good job just picking up positive yards. 4 yards might not seem like much, but when you get it on 1st down, it makes the next 2 downs after that so much easier.
Back to Page, and Page bursts through the hole. Down to the 19.
There's Page, the ball carrier.
Walker with a tackle once again.
Career gain to the 19. 1st and 10, Neumann Goretti at the Conwell Egan 19.
1st down from the 19, and this is a methodical drive just on the ground.
Yeah, Egan, a turnover would be great for them right here.
You guessed it, Page again is able to shimmy his way out of a tackle in the backfield and get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Walker gets credit for the stop.
2nd down and 10 for Neumann Goretti at the Conwell Egan 19.
Approaching 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Neumann Goretti with a 20-14 lead, looking to put this thing a little bit out of reach with the way that the offense has looked. Wharton zips it over the middle, and then it's dropped. He had it for a moment, did Amaj Gowans, but then just dropped it as he looked to run with the football.
That's one that Gowans would want back. He was wide open over the middle, and he had some room to run. Would have had at least 1st down yardage, but he was unable to secure the football.
It almost looked like, Rob, it was one of those where pass was a touch high, and he was looking for if he was going to get popped, and then just lost the ball. Bashir in at tight end. Play fake. Throwing. It is complete. But not much room for Gowans as he gets ankle tackled.
Tackle for loss on play by number 10, Hunter Ginsberg.
Ginsberg. Tackle for a loss. Lost 2 yards on the play.
Really well defended there, forcing that to be, it really looked like a broken play, and I'm actually surprised they even completed the pass, but tackling them for a 3-yard loss, 2-yard loss, excuse me.
So 4th down and 13, big play for the Eagles trying to get off the field. Minute 10, late in the 3rd quarter. Pistol formation. Worthen steps up. He's hit. He's sacked. And the Eagles get the turnover on downs.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag. Jackson Gardner with the sack.
Holding against the Saints at penalty.
Holding against the Saints. Turnover on downs.
At their own 28.
A little bit surprised by that call, only because where the flag was thrown was really in the area of defensive holding.
So that's what you thought initially.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a 1st down for Neumann Goretti, but fortunately for Egan, that's not the case.
So the offense, it was only picked up, 1 or 2 1st downs, that's it.
I believe just 1.
Yeah, it's still just 1. They've got to find their way out of it. Down a score. Back to throw. Deep ball down the near sideline, and it's just incomplete. Thinner was open, and he had to go through his hands. Good throw by Gauntz, but they could not connect.
That was a beautiful throw by Tom Gauntz. Put it right where it needed to be. Unfortunately, Fenner running down the near sideline, just unable to catch up. Actually, I think that was Sam Cooper
Was Cooper.
Just unable to catch up to it.
That's one they'll want back. 2nd and 10. Handoff. On a little reverse. Not much there. Couple of yards.
3-yard gain to the 31.
Zarea.
3rd and 7 for Conwell Egan at their own 31.
Only 2 yards. It's about 3rd and 8.
And just now saw Sam Cooper kind of sauntering down the sideline, a couple teammates consoling him. He knew that he had 6 if he was able to hang on to that.
Had his man beat. 3rd and 8. Gauntz gets some defenders to jump. Pitch out to the far side. And a nice run, staying on his feet. 2nd effort. Thenner gets the first down.
Gotta love that 2nd effort from Tayshawn Thenner, taking the contact, able to lunge forward for the first down.
And that ends the quarter. Conwell Egan picks up just their 2nd first down of the contest, but it comes at a very good time for them as they trail it 20-14. Back in a moment.
For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been strengthening our region, serving as a trusted partner and resource for businesses like yours. Whether you want flexible financing options, everyday banking tools, or cash flow solutions to grow your business, our team of business bankers can get you where you need to go. Real relationships, expert advice, swift solutions to power your growth. Start here, grow here, stay here. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Conwell Egan High School hopes you are enjoying tonight's game. Conwell Egan High School in Fairless Hills is where students build character, achieve excellence, and demonstrate commitment. Conwell Egan High School offers students innovative academic curriculum and preparing them for college and beyond. For more information, visit conwell-egan.org. That's conwell-egan.org. And check out Finney McGee's 1400 Farragut Avenue in Bristol. Open 7 days a week. Brand new kitchen management and offer some of the best food specials in the area. They've got all types of burgers. They've got the Fat Elvis, some egg rolls. And check them out. Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue in Bristol. Open 7 days a week. 1st down and 10. Movement from the offense. Well, they haven't been able to move the ball, Rob, and it certainly doesn't help that in the second half they're just committing penalty after penalty on offense.
Yeah, that's the 3rd false start. They had consecutive ones on their last drive that really killed it after they got great field position on the punt, the short punt. And now they just picked up their 2nd first down of the game. Looked like they're finally getting something going. And there's another false start.
Come on, boy! 1st and 15. Just starting the 4th quarter here from Truman High School. Handoff, and it goes backwards. Ferry got the give, and the play was shut down by Edel Florin.
2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, it's just too easy for this Neumann Goretti defensive line to get into the backfield. And you got to wonder with the Egan offensive line, they've given up some tackles for losses. They haven't been able to establish the running game, and they've had some false starts out there. Maybe Coach Techman might switch things up a little bit.
Back to throw. Gauntz zips one, and it's incomplete.
Gauntz's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 5, Sam Cooper.
One is Sam Cooper. And a drop.
3rd and 17.
3rd and 17 now. And having to rely this much on the defense is going to be tough, especially if they can't pick this up. And down a score as well. They need to find a way to put points on the board. Gauntz has him set up. Pistol. Back to throw. Chased out of the pocket, looking, spinning, and get back to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up a nice bunch of yards. It'll floor in again there defensively. And another punt for Egan.
4th and 10 for the Eagles at their own 38. 21, Johnny Osterberry in punt formation.
Osterberry's been busy.
Back deep for Neumann Goretti, number 5, Amaj Gowens, and number 3, Eric Dorsey.
Gowens and Dorsey back deep. The punt, I think it hit Neumann Goretti. Certainly looked like it changed direction, but I think they just ruled it down. What do you think there, Rob?
Yeah, Keith, I'm seeing the same thing that you saw. I thought that hit the leg or the foot of the Neumann Goretti player. But you know what? We're not seeing a whole lot of protest from the Egan sideline, and they have a much better view of it than we do.
Yeah, it certainly just looked like to me, maybe it was just the hop, but it looked like it changed directions. But that's not what they rule it, and not a whole lot of yelling and screaming. So, 1st down and 10. And Neumann Goretti just wants to sustain a nice drive and take some time. And if they could score here, that would be a plus, obviously, for them. Handoff up the middle, Page brought down immediately.
21, Terrence Page, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 88, Jackson Gardner.
Gardner and Walker there for the defense. No gain. Well, that's what Egan has to stop right now, right, Rob? The run and those quick games, those quick little passes, because the offense has not shown much else.
Yeah, really, at this juncture, I think what they need is a turnover.
Wharton, another handoff, up the gut. Ball is loose, down on the ground. And Egan has the turnover, Rob.
Can we say that was right on cue?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. I get one every once in a while. What a big play.
Massive.
Let's go, little line, let's go!
And especially in plus territory, that is the last thing that Neumann Goretti want. They just wanted to run the ball, pick up a couple of first downs. Now the defense right back on the field. But can this Eagles offense do something? Gauntz calls for the football, hands off, cutting up the middle for a couple of 5 yards right there. Leapt over a defender, and it's Ferry with a nice run and have a defensive player down.
Yeah, that player's writhing in pain. That does not look good.
It does not. And we will take an injury timeout. Conwell Egan with the football, down 20-14. Back in a moment.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Proud to support Conwell Egan is the Pines Tavern. The Pines Tavern is your hometown tavern featuring kicked-up comfort food for the whole family. Homemade soups, chilies, sandwiches, appetizers, and dinner entrees, all at very reasonable prices. The Pines Tavern specialty sandwiches are the talk of the town, like their Italian roast pork or slow-cooked roast beef sandwiches. Dinner entrees include fresh seafood, steaks, and chops. The Pines Tavern has big screen TVs for all your favorite sporting events. The Pines Tavern is open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and late snacks. The Pines Tavern at the fork in the road at Radcliffe Street and Farragut Avenue.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Don't let joint pain bring you down. See how you can get relief at a free joint pain seminar at St. Mary Orthopedics. Joint care experts will inform and answer questions about diagnosing, managing, and treating joint problems, and knowing when it's time for a joint replacement. Ready to get back to life? Get to the next free joint pain seminar. Details at stmaryhealthcare.org/joint seminar. It's your health. Expect more.
So it was Corin Robinson who was down on the field for a few moments, but he is thankfully walking off with the help of some trainers, but putting weight on both of his legs. And you mentioned it, Rob, he was in a lot of pain down there, and it's at least good to see him up and walking.
Yeah, but Keith, that's a big loss for this Neumann Goretti defense. Corin Robinson has had a big impact on stopping this Egan rushing attack. So for him to come out of the game, that is a very, very big loss, especially with Egan having the football at the Neumann Goretti 32.
Yep.
6-yard gain for Sincere Ferry.
Went for a 6-yard gain that last play for Ferry. High formation plus an extra back. And handoff goes to Cooper, and he's greeted in the backfield. Vicious hit. And it was supplied by Jaheim Kerr.
Yeah, Jaheim Kerr just a great job of blowing that play up, not buying the fake, and just leveling Sincere Ferry.
Well, I mean, we had kind of talked about it, that you can only sustain the running game, I feel like, for so long, and then defenses are just going to lock in on it. And some miscommunication offensively. They fake to the fullback, hand it off to Cooper, who dances and goes backwards, picks up a number of yards, and
4-yard gain to the 31.
I give him 4. Nicholas Torres with the tackle that time.
Make that the 30-yard line.
Nice gain there by Sam Cooper, makes it 4th and 2, and really you can't get too cute here. You just gotta, I think you gotta attack the line of scrimmage and just try to plow through and pick up these 2 yards.
Yep, 4th down and 2, and both teams having all of their timeouts. So still enough time, Rob, but it's not like the NFL with the 2-minute warning and everything else, so you've got to worry. If you don't get this one, it's a big play.
The officials are indicating timeout.
And a timeout for Conwell Egan. And, you know, I kind of like the timeout. Settle things down, get the play that you want, make sure that there's no miscommunication at all. Because, like you said, this is a massive play upcoming. Conwell Egan High School hopes you are enjoying tonight's game. Conwell Egan High School in Fairless Hills is where students build character, achieve excellence, and demonstrate commitment. Conwell Egan High School offers students innovative academic curriculum, preparing them for college and beyond. Check out their website, conwell-egan.org. That's conwell-egan.org. Don't forget to watch the Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Video stream live from Sandy's Beef and Ale, brought to you in part by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital has supported the youth of their community and is an acute care hospital. If you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. 4th down and 2 yards to get. Jack Techman still calling out something to the junior quarterback. 4th and 2. They need to pick it up. Handoff right up the middle. It goes nowhere. Sincere Ferry got greeted in the backfield by Carice Bradley. 7-on-7 crime. And they went with the straightforward play call, and it did not work.
Yeah, this Egan offensive line just not able to get any sort of a push really at all in this football game. Give a lot of credit to Neumann Goretti and their defense. They've been winning the battle of the trenches continuously, and they came up big right there.
Both teams fighting for first place. Philadelphia Blue Division. And Wharton has the ball on his own 30, trying to orchestrate a drive and take some time off the clock. Instead, Page gets to the second level and picks up a first down. Getting to the 42-yard line, finally brought down in the secondary by Cooper.
I don't know how Page slipped through that first tackle, but he broke right through it, and he picked up another 4 or 5 yards after that.
He's been pretty fun to watch. Had almost 60 yards from scrimmage, carrying the football in the first half, and breaks off a nice 12 or 13-yard carry that time. Another handoff. Page dances and makes one man miss, but then gets brought down. And one of his linemen fell on top of him to boot. Good tackle by Ginsburg. Go ahead.
If he can get a stop here, they'll get the football back with still some time left in this game. But they can't let Neumann Goretti pick up first downs and continue to wind the clock.
That's the key, is when they get a stop is just as important as if they can. I mean, you're going to have to get off the field. Obviously, plenty of time here now. Still over 6 minutes to go. Page, tough running, right to midfield. 5 yards.
Page, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Isaiah Johnson. He's had a nice game. Brings up a third down, though. Right at the 50.
And this, I would say, is the biggest third down of this football game for both teams, really.
And I would think they're still going to go for it offensively. Wharton gets him set up. Trips, far side. Play fake. Screen. Caught. Hit a couple of times is the receiver and brought down by Sincere Ferry. Catch was made by Gowans, and he went nowhere. No gain. And he withstood a couple of hits.
Great pursuit by the Eagle defense, but man, you got to make that tackle on the first attempt. You can't give him so many chances to break loose. They're very lucky he wasn't able to pick up that first down.
4th and 3, and another big play. Can the Eagles get off the field again? Down 20-14. Page the setback, 3 receivers wide.
Officials indicate
timeout.
Neumann Goretti. That is
Neumann Goretti. So each team has spent one now. And once again, we'll remind you one last time about Conwell Egan High School, and I hope you enjoy tonight's game. Conwell Egan High School, and right here in Fairless Hills, is where students build character, achieve excellence, and demonstrate commitment. Conwell Egan offers students innovative academic curriculum, preparing them for college and beyond. Check out their website, conwell-egan.org. That's conwell-egan.org. Well, Rob, it pretty much comes down to this. I would think this is a massive stop if the Eagles could get it. Game wouldn't be over if they gave up the first down, but you'd certainly like to get the ball back for the offense that has not moved the ball right at midfield.
Yeah, and if Neumann Goretti gets this first down, they can effectively run another 2 minutes off the clock.
Right. Man in motion. Fake to him. Page with the carry. And he's unable to break the tackle. And it's Ferry bringing him down by the ankles. Turnover on downs.
A huge play by Sincere Ferry, one of the senior leaders of this football team. He's made so many of them throughout the course of his career. Add that one to the list.
Looked like grass in front of Page, but it closed up in a hurry when he was greeted in the hole by Sincere Ferry. First down at midfield for the Eagles. Can they mount a drive? Handoff. Goes left. And it's Zarea picking up 5 yards. It's a good start.
6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
It's a good pickup by Zarea. He's run the football so well this season.
4 minutes to go. Clock winding. Eagles can stop it 2 more times with a timeout. It's a fake, and it's a fumble, and it is picked up by Neumann Goretti, and running all the way down to the 24-yard line with the football is Carice Bradley. They tried to fake to the fullback, pitch it backwards, and it was never there. It was juggled and knocked away and recovered by Neumann Goretti.
Just a terrible turn of events for Conwell Egan. And Keith, I don't get the play call. I don't understand it. You picked up 6 yards on the play before that with something fairly simple. Why do you need to try to go to the trickery in a situation like that?
Especially because we've seen the ball juggled a bunch of times, really by both teams in situations like that. Defenses are swarming. Mitchell carries up the middle and dragging defenders, and finally holding on is Ginsburg, but he was along for the ride. Makai Mitchell with a nice carry. And it's now 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard pickup, and yeah, just had guys in the backfield as well as Gauntz was trying to pitch the football, and just the timing and everything was messed up there, and it could certainly cost them the ball game. Mitchell on the ground. No gain. Tackle by Pond. And even with some offense, Rob, this defense really deserves to win the game for the Eagles, the way they've played.
They have been excellent in this football game. unfortunately, even if they do make a stop here and keep Neumann Goretti from adding to their lead, really this game's going to be pretty much in miracle territory given how far they have to go and how little time they'll have to do it.
Yeah. 2 timeouts. It's 3rd down, and Jack Techman not taking a timeout, approaching 2 minutes left. Right up the middle. And Mitchell dives forward on a 3rd effort and picks up the 1st down. Well, now I guess maybe you wait until 3rd and 4th down, but I'm not sure why Coach Techman didn't take a timeout there, Rob, with 3rd down being the case.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but given the fact that they gave up the 1st down, it's now better that they're able to save that one because they can stop it one more time.
Still 2 timeouts, but now under 2 minutes to go. And like Rob said, this looking all but over unless there's a crazy turnover, which we've seen in this game. Mitchell greeted in the backfield, carries, gets a couple, and Sear comes up and flings down Mitchell, and there will be the first, or the second rather, timeout, but the first in this sequence.
Timeout, Conwell Egan. That is their second timeout. They have 1 remaining in this half.
Got 1 left,
and
but
19 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
Still, they're going to, at best case scenario, right, Rob, get the ball back with about 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, and they'll have to go at least 90 yards in all likelihood.
Well, we saw, there's one play that, we talked about a little bit at the time, but that bomb down the near sideline, there was one caught in the first half on the far sideline, but there was one to Cooper that, if he had it, probably was a touchdown, but it went through the breadbasket. Wasn't the easiest catch, and they got nothing on that drive, and that's certainly a play that I'm sure the offense would like to have back.
Yeah, if that throw is just maybe 1 or 2 inches more on target, we're talking about a 21-20 game in favor of Egan as opposed to trailing 20-14.
So 2nd and 8. Goretti just trying to pick up a 1st down, and then this game's over. Another handoff from Mitchell. Right up the gut. Only a few yards. Brought down as the last timeout taken by Gardner. Gardner with the stop, and Coach Techman with his last timeout to stop it with 1:11.
1 minute, 11 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
No gain. 3rd and 8. But right now it's getting likely 2 more stops and getting the football back. And this would be a scenario too, Rob, where if Neumann Goretti had a kicker that they were comfortable with, which we haven't seen, then maybe you try to kick the field goal.
Yeah, they've been using their quarterback to punt the ball, which I think says all we need to know about their kicking situation.
Right.
38 for the Saints at the Conwell Egan 12.
Well, it looks like they're trying to assemble a kicking net over there, or they're deassembling it. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's 3rd and 8. A 1st down spells the end of the game for the Eagles. They can't stop the clock any longer. And a false start.
That's a big penalty.
That is a 5-yard penalty.
Well, now it makes it much harder to pick up that 1st down, and you figure that they're going to run the ball into the line anyhow. But with some of the explosive plays that we've seen, they certainly could have picked it up. They've got to get it down to the 4-yard line for a 1st down. But now it's 3rd down and about 14. Wharton sets them up. Pistol formation. Handoff up the middle. Couple of yards. That's it for Mitchell.
Last minute to play in this period.
1 minute left in the game. And they'll let the clock tick all the way down. And then at least run a play, you would think.
So Egan, even with a stop here, will be getting the football back with probably about 25 seconds.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to go almost the length of the football field, at least 85 yards, unless they can stop them in the backfield.
I saw a play, get a timeout for Neumann Goretti, and they could set something up. 29 seconds left, so yeah, you're right. I mean, it's going to be 25 to 20 seconds thereabouts, depending on the play. I saw a play recently online of one of those hook and ladder plays, and it went on for, it seemed like 10 minutes, and then finally, when the defense got tired, a couple of guys tried to recover the ball at around midfield, and the ball popped out of the hands, and it went right into the offense who was trying to come back and win the game, and the offensive player took it and ran into the end zone. So that's maybe what we're going to see, that type of a play, I would think, Rob. I mean, I'm not sure that they're going to be able to, run too many plays that's going to get behind the defense.
You know what, Keith? Given how dominant Neumann Goretti's defense has been today, I won't be surprised if they just kind of fall on the ball and take a knee and don't risk any sort of a crazy turnover where Egan might be able to return the football.
Right. Fourth down. Back to throw. Throwing deep over the middle into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The tight end, Carter Bashir, his second of the night.
Well, that's one way to ice the football game.
As unpredictable as this night has been, that one might have taken the cake.
This is a perfectly thrown ball, and Carter Bashir able to go up and make the play over a couple defenders.
Unbelievable.
We haven't seen a whole lot of well-executed offense in tonight's game, but that play, just a perfectly thrown ball and a well-run route by Carter Bashir, and he's able to go up and make the play.
Yeah, he just went up the seam, and again, just reaching up to make the catch, and that ices it. And again, wanting a timeout.
That is their third and final timeout of the
it's their last timeout.
23 seconds remaining.
But I guess they were so mixed up that they weren't going to get a playoff, so they have to take the timeout. But 26-14 is just going to be a matter of if Neumann Goretti is going to win by a 28-14 score. It's the only thing that's really in the balance. 23 seconds to go. And Mekhi Wharton standing tall in that pocket and delivering a really nice pass for the touchdown. And kind of wonder where that's been all night outside of the first drive. Been a heavy run attack for both of these teams. Try for the 2-point once again. They're just 1 of 3. Back to throw. Looping a pass. It's caught. And in for the 2-point conversion, Raymond Wagner. Junior tight end was wide open. And it is 28-14 with just 23 seconds remaining.
23 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That was a well-designed play.
Yeah, Wagner wide open in the corner of the end zone. Nobody within a country mile. And it's kind of a shame because this Egan defense has played well tonight, and I think the 28 points on the board against them really doesn't speak to what they're able to do tonight. Of course, the 21 points against them and the 7 points on the kickoff return. I think they did play better than what the scoreboard says.
I think you're absolutely right. This was just a game that defensively they were on the field for 85% of it, and it's just not sustainable. Short kickoff goes out of bounds. As the fans start to exit. It's just the offense, Rob, that we've talked about, it just never quite materialized, and they started to move the ball at times, especially in the second half, but the penalties started to catch up with them, and they just did not look organized.
Yeah, a couple false starts, and then they had a chance on that last drive to go in and possibly take the lead, and they fumbled it away.
First and 10, Conwell Egan at their own 40.
So Conwell Egan will go to 5-3. Neumann Goretti to 6-1. In 23 ticks.
So after a 5-game winning streak to put them at 5-1, now 2 consecutive losses for the Eagles, and unfortunately they've kind of shot themselves in the foot in both of them.
Back to throw. Gauntz throws, and it's dropped.
Gauntz's pass is incomplete. 10 for number 2, Justin Layton.
Layton was open in the middle of the field, but dropped it, and that's something, too, that we haven't talked about much, but surely Gauntz, you know, the backup quarterback having to come in here, run this offense against a really good defense, and he had a couple of those, too, where he's put it on receivers, and the plays have not been made.
He's made some throws that have been right on the money, including one that should have been a touchdown, and his receiver's just not able to make the plays for him.
17 seconds. Gauntz zips it over the middle, and oh my goodness. What a hit. Flag says it's Layton again. My goodness.
You know, they're going to throw flags for the celebration, but after a hit like that, man, I think a little bit of celebrating is due. Obviously, you don't want to injure the guy.
No.
But that's probably the biggest lick that I've seen all season.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike.
Neumann Goretti.
After the play, evidently it was a clean hit. So again, like you said, not trying to hurt anybody, but that was just a perfectly timed hit across the middle of the field, and one that maybe the quarterback, you know, has to think about sometimes. Sometimes they can't see those defenders right behind.
And Justin Layton's still down at midfield, and
it looked like he was going to get up for a moment and then went back down. And he gets up. He is tough. And Layton will come off the field, hopefully just the wind knocked out of him. And we'll see if there's any extracurriculars on this play, which is one of the final ones tonight. So they move the ball up to the 45. And it is awfully quiet here, especially after a hit like that. First down. Back to throw. Gauntz runs, and look at that speed around the edge to the 29-yard line. Spot him at the 28. Goes out of bounds to preserve 4 seconds.
Yeah, can't do much with 4 seconds, but they might try something at the end zone and try to make the score a little bit more respectable.
Well, let's see if they take a shot. Might as well, right?
Well, Coach Jack Techman has always been one to tell his guys to play until the final whistle, and you knew he wasn't going to just send his quarterback out there to take a couple knees and run the clock out.
Right. Another first down, last play of the game. Gauntz looks, he throws in the field of play. It is caught, and the game is over. Catch made by Milton Polynice. And the final score, Neumann Goretti 28 and Conwell Egan 14. They just never got the offense going, and the defense played well, Rob, but just was not quite enough. And so the special teams was really something to behold on both sides.
Yeah, special teams got it done for Conwell Egan in the first half. They had an early 14-12 lead, but unfortunately the offense just unable to get anything going at all throughout the course of the game, and Neumann Goretti eventually able to retake the lead and never looked back from there. Like you said, Keith, a great effort from the Egan defense, but an even better effort from the Neumann Goretti defense as they were able to dominate this football game.
Yep, 28-14 the final. Thanks to the sponsors one last time for making these live streams possible. BCWSA, Penn Community Bank, Team Toyota, Rob's Automotive and Collision, as well as St. Mary Medical Center, Pines Tavern, the Revere Restaurant, the Trentonian, Conwell Egan Catholic High School, Lower Bucks Hospital, Finney McGee's Pub, and Penn Community Bank one last time. So for our crew, Brianne O'Neill and Andrew Coates, this is Keith Noonan saying so long, and for my partner, Rob Gilmore, this is Keith Noonan saying so long here from Harry Truman, as it was a 28-14 win for Neumann Goretti here on the WBCB Sports Network.